They going somewhere. Oh my God. 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 Oh, what the fuck? Where they going? I wanna go. Oh shit. Yo, it's like 10,000 birds, yo.
Why did they all just decide to do that?
There are really strange phenomena that are happening with birds, and this has been happening within the last couple of years. And some may even question, like, is this a part of some prophetic signs of the end times, the end days, the last days? And, you know, to each his own. You may think that it is just sheer coincidental, but I don't believe there are any coincidences, okay? Oftentimes when it comes to animals, in particular birds, they are really in alignment with sonar, with their biofield, with the earth magnetic field, okay? And so they're going to pick up on things a lot more sensitively than most people pick up on. And something else that came to mind was seeing a lot of the phenomena that are happening when it comes to birds and even mass unaliving of birds. It reminds me of the film The Birds. Now, this film came out in 1963. It's definitely a classic, and it is more so of a suspense thriller. Some may even put it in the horror genre, and it's by Alfred Hitchcock, okay? What happened within this particular film? It was like really strange behaviors began to happen within these birds. Now, this was based on the coastal small town of California, okay? And the significance of what's happening also in California now, you know, we should definitely pay attention to what is happening. There are a lot of strange coincidences. Another thing that really brought to mind when it came to the birds and these phenomena that are happening when it comes to animal life is that this particular film, The Birds, is also giving insight into the importance of disregarding the consequences of affecting animal life, of affecting just the planet in general, and the dire consequences when it comes to disturbing the natural order of things. Because when you look further into that particular film, The Birds, the reason why the birds begin to have strange behaviors and they began to become violent was because there was toxic algae, okay? And the sheer coincidence, so-called coincidence, that there are a strange migration of birds at this time, okay, is something that we need to really pay attention to. And another thing too is they've been seeing a lot of fish having strange changes and migrations. Now, when it comes to birds, let's stay on topic when it comes to birds. When it comes to birds, you know, during the fall, they fly south. And the opposite of that is during the spring, they fly north. And now there's been a shift. A much deeper context to all of this is that winter is coming. And when I say winter, I'm not just talking about the seasonal changes, but I'm talking about there's great changes that are beginning to take place. I want to also refer to some of the notes I have in regard to this, and something else that bears the question: could this be an aspect of sonar technology affecting the biofield? Could it be also that there are particles that are affecting aviation, that are affecting birds? Okay, when it comes to trails, Kim, you get what I mean. I remixed it, but you get what I'm coming from. I set it in the reverse for the algorithm purposes. But historically, it's been noted that birds are animals that desert certain areas prior to things, natural disasters happening, or so-called natural disasters happening. I say so-called because we have things such as HAARP, such as CERN, that are affecting weather. Okay? These early warning signs from animals usually precede a major event happening when it comes to earthquakes, when it comes to hurricanes, when it comes to tsunamis. So people that are beginning to see these things happen in their areas, they need to be very careful about what is preceding them seeing these erratic behaviors from animals, in particular birds. There's also been scientific researchers that have found that during studies of particular animals in regions that have earthquakes, in particular, they begin to present unusual behavior patterns up to 20 to 24 hours before these things happen. Now let's go ahead and refer to Job 12:7. As the animals, and they will teach you, or the birds in the sky, they will tell you. So this particular scripture, for me, is giving insight into the fact that there are strange phenomena that are happening. And these things are occurring with animal life as a sense of a warning sign, whether you want to take heed to it or not. Even though it could be a reminder, because oftentimes when things are happening with animal life or things happening particularly in the skies, most people pick up that as a sign of God. And this is a way in which the fallen angel technology really wants to deceive people, because most people understand that if there are things happening in the sky, it is an aspect of messages of God. So this is something that they are really targeting in order to deceive people. Of course, there's been ancient signs of UFOs and higher beings, okay, even the fallen beings. And they know that we're aware of that. So this is why they're trying to play with our minds with these things, okay? Because these signs are for you to realize that there are things that we need to really pay attention to. And even though we may be of humankind, we have to understand that there's keen sensitivities that animal life pick up on that we do not. So we need to really respect that. And furthermore, just bring it all back to the film The Birds, okay? And the speculation that something ominous is causing the mysterious behaviors in birds in particular. Some may conclude as this is just another end time theory. After all, people look to birds for direction, to see what's going on. But I want you to understand that it's important to pay attention to what is happening, okay? These things are not happening in a vacuum. They're happening for a reason. And we need to pay attention to these warning signs.